There's a moment in everyone's life when they question everything. For Sarah, that moment came on a rainy Tuesday morning. She sat alone at the kitchen table, her coffee gone cold, bills piled up beside her elbow. Her phone was silent and her heart felt like it had been carrying the weight of the world for far too long. She had dreams once, dreams of becoming a teacher, traveling the world, raising a happy family. But somewhere between responsibilities, heartbreaks, and trying to hold everyone else together, her dreams had gotten quiet, almost forgotten. She stared out the window as the rain tapped against the glass. It matched the rhythm of her thoughts. Is this all there is? Did I miss my chance? Am I too old, too late, too broken to try again? Silence answered her, heavy and loud. Sarah wasn't lazy. She wasn't weak. She had survived things that would have broken others. But surviving isn't the same as living. And deep down she knew it. But flashback to years earlier, Sarah in her 20s, fearless and full of fire. She had ideas, she spoke up. She dared to believe she could change the world. But life had a way of dimming her light. Each setback, each betrayal, each closed door chipped away at her confidence. The people she loved the most? Some of them left, the ones she trusted. Some turned their backs, the risks she took. Some didn't work out, so she stopped taking them. And until that Tuesday, that cold coffee moment. She had a choice. She could let life keep writing her story, or she could pick up the pen. She didn't rise up in a blaze of glory, not yet. But that day she made one small decision, to stop waiting for a better day and instead create one. She put on her shoes and went for a walk, not to escape her life, but to re-enter it with a different pace. She looked strangers in the eye again, smiled even when it felt fake. She opened a book she'd been meaning to read for years. She signed up for an evening course at the community center. And each time doubt whispered, "What's the point?" She answered back, "The point is I'm still here." Days turned to weeks. The bills didn't magically disappear. Her past didn't either. But something within her began to shift. She stopped seeing her scars as shameful. She started seeing them as proof. Proof that she had lived, loved, lost, and survived. She realized that the same fire that once burned in her still flickered. It was never gone, just waiting to be fed. And then came the day she stood up in front of a group, shaking, heart racing, and gave a speech about resilience. She told her story. Not the polished version, but the real one. She talked about loneliness, fear, starting over at 40, and when she finished, people didn't just clap, they stood up. Because in her story, they saw their own. You see, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply keep going. Not because the path is clear, not because you're fearless, but because deep down you believe, even if just for a second, that something better is possible. Sarah didn't become famous. She didn't suddenly have all the answers. But she found peace, she found purpose, she found herself. And in doing so, she lit the way for others to do the same. So if you're listening to this right now feeling like it's too late, if you've lost your spark, if life has knocked you down so many times you forgot how to stand, let this be your reminder. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't have to wait until the fear is gone. You just need one small moment of courage. One small whisper that says, "I'm not done yet." Because you're not. You are more than your mistakes, more than your past, more than the opinions of those who left you behind. Your story doesn't end here, and your value? It's not based on how many people believe in you. It's based on the truth that you are still breathing, still fighting, still becoming. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. You don't need to be fearless to be brave. You don't need permission to start again. The world may not see your progress, but trust me, it matters. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. So whether today is your day 1 or your day 1000, you keep showing up. Keep reaching forward. Keep believing that something good is ahead. Not because everything is perfect, but because you have come too far to give up now. Moral of the story: you are not too old. Not too late, not too broken. You are still here, and that means your story isn't over. Start small, start scared, but start. Because every sunrise brings another chance to rise with it.